What is happening, guys? We are out at the moment at Hinze Dam. We're gonna go check out the trails here. We haven't ridden them before, but we've heard they're pretty fun. I think they're quite short, but I think there's a heap of them. And yeah, I just wanted to ride somewhere different. I've been riding Narang a heap and just some other trails around the border trails and stuff. So I thought we'd get the e-bike out for a spin. And yeah, go check them out. We're gonna pedal over now. Don't know exactly where they are. I saw those other mountain bikers here, so kind of just follow my nose and see if we can't find it and see how the trails go. But yeah, come along for some laps. Well, that's the dam. Apparently you ride along the wall all the way to the end, and then there's a little sign. It's pretty well signposted. It's just nice going to ride a new spot. I don't know what it's going to be like, but riding a new spot's always fun. Two loops, apparently the one on the right's more fun than the one on the left. So I might try that one first. Rocking the very big wizard gloves, buff boots. It's not bad view either. That's perfect temperature to go for a pedal. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Family loop. Guess that's what we'll start with. Go look. Oh! Hang on. There's a fair bit of work you put in out here. Meow. Something about going uphill on an e-bike on proper corners that is too fun. Wrong way, go back, wrong way, go back. This way. Wrong way, go back. Well, I definitely didn't get right. Well, I did get right, and it's fucking left. Here. Whoa. So there's not a whole heap of trail riding up in Queensland. There's Narang, which is not too bad, but you ride the same thing enough times you get sick of anything. So there's that. There's the border trails as well, which honestly, like, bang for your buck's pretty fun, but you don't get much longer than a 30-second descent. And then a few hidden secret ones, but on the whole there's not a whole lot. So hopefully Hinze Dam provides the goods, gives another location to go pedal around. Whew. Might start recording again when I start going down. I don't think you guys want to watch an uphill climb. I see all the comments you guys leave, but don't actually get a chance to reply to all of them. But someone messaged the other day saying, was it disheartening that Jordan and Jackson have come up and started winning straight away, and how I felt, or how the field felt about that. Honestly, I think it's a good thing. I think it's good to see kids come up and just be able to lay it down straight away. Like, there's a lot of pressure and maturity that comes from doing something like that. But it's crazy to see someone to say, like, in the middle of that, Andy Cobe, who has taken him 9 years to win a World Cup, and then compared to Jordan, who did it his very first attempt. So it can be kind of disheartening, I guess, if you look at it like that. But we've all got the same playing field, we've all got the same tools, so if you can do it, more power to you. But I think as well, the reason why these like young kids are doing so well is just the growth in mountain biking as a whole. Like, you see, like, obviously Jackson's been racing and riding at Whistler his entire life, and just have that infrastructure at your back door definitely helps you progress. And then for Jordan, having Finn and Loic as teammates. Obviously he was doing really well before that, being teammates with Matt Walker and whatnot, but I think it makes it a lot easier when you've got such a large group around you that has done it and can kind of guide you in the right direction. So I think it's a factor of a lot of different things. Even Valley, for example, who's come straight out of juniors and then was winning straight away. It's just, I think when you've seen so many people that have done it and you've got the tools, whether that be support through sponsors and gear and everything, but even just the facilities and programs that are available now. Like you've got a lines coach, you've got a training coach, you've got a team, you've got all these things at your fingertips, and then the youth to go with that. It's a pretty dangerous mix. And I think just the confidence in believing you can at such a young age is so powerful, because the experience is the only thing you're lacking. And then when you surround yourself with like a 6-time world champion, someone like Finn, who did have that same pressure coming up into elite and kind of struggled a bit, to have him there with you on the same team and being able to say, hey, this is what I struggled with, maybe try this. You can just cut that learning curve in half, and you'll see athletes now, I think, progressing at a much younger age and being able to win races straight off the bat. And it's kind of got me thinking now that I think, especially if you look at Jordan and Jackson, like the junior category almost being a waste of time, because they were winning races in elite last year. So it's like, is that a wasted year almost in a way? You do have the skill. I think they should still have a junior podium and like a subcategory. But I think it's hard now because they're racing on a different day as well, but it's almost like if you've got the speed to go hang with the top guys, just kind of go do it. I don't feel like they should have the choice. If you're a first year junior and you just want to go straight to elite and you believe you can hang with the top boys, I think you should be able to do it. But it is trickier now that they are racing on different days, so everyone plays the track's different, the pressure's different, and so forth. So it's a hard one to manage, but I definitely reckon in the near future the level's gonna be lifted a lot more as juniors, because we have had like Troy, Lloyd, Nico, all those guys that did excel as juniors were kind of outliers. And I think now there's going to be a lot more young up and coming kids that stand out a lot from the very start. But it's going to be interesting to see where they go with it, but it's definitely seems like it's a young man's game at the moment, and they're definitely excelling, so it's really cool to see. These tiny little pinches, and it kind of flattens out for a little bit, and then you kind of drop back into stuff. Really fun on something like a Spark, I reckon. Super light, good on the climbs and the downs. Pinches aren't too steep either. Can feel the down come, I just feel it. If anyone knows any other good tracks up in Queensland, they reckon I'd like to go ride, sing out in the comment section. Let me know. Still a newbie, don't know where I'm going. Always like riding new stuff. I think it's cuts back around the start. Yeah. We're back here again. So we went left then, let's try and go right, let's try and go left. A lot of work done here, like a lot of dirt's been moved. A few little kicky ones through there. Got some rock. It's always fun when you ride something for the first time. Your brain's got to think so much, it makes the track seem a lot longer than it actually is. You do the second run, you're like, oh, everything comes up quite quick. Always enjoy that first lap. Brain's working in overdrive, not sure how much to brake, where to set up. Then you do it a couple of times, everything kind of gets that bit easier. But we got bridges. Yeah, there's been a heap of work done out here. Car park here to jump on. If you want to go to the dam, I guess. Go to the dam though, get a nice view on the way in. Nice warm up on the legs. Nice little creek. Beautiful. On a separate note, if you're watching this, I had a podcast I did with Cooper Chapman, the Good Humans Factory that just popped out. If you want to go swing over and watch that, see us check out some good stuff. How's it going, mate?
How you doing?
Good. Zoom out. Alright, I might throw this back on so I don't run out of memory in a little bit. Ciao. Back to the top. We're almost at the 1,000 Ks on the old e-bike as well. I think you guys are going to be here for it. Oh, I hit some rock there. It's slippery, I'll tell you that much. Oh. I will say these corners, definitely fun. Flow really well, very good speed. Oh, that's where we pop out. Oh, it makes sense now. We're going around a loop. I see. Another thing I've been thinking as well, that I wonder what you guys think about it, but with the World Champs coming up in Fort William, I think, what are they? Start of next month? I was gonna say, do you guys think the World Champs should be midway through the season? Or do you think it should be at the end of the season? Like, I'm a firm believer that World Champs should be the last race of the year, and you kind of put all your cards on the table and you just kind of throw down. Like, for example, last year Amaury got second, but he even talks about how he did have the overall in his mind, and I think that definitely plays a factor with how hard you push when you know, that's a terrible one, when you know that if you crash a World Champs, that might cost you an overall championship. So I think having it with a race to go or several races to go is not ideal for really anyone. And I also feel for, like, Burleigh has won a lot, so I'm sure cutting a few races short, being world champion and wearing the stripes isn't that big of a deal for him. But just say someone else won the champs in Leger last year, they only get, what is it, it'd only be 3 races to actually get to wear them. I'm like, that's kind of shitty, hey? Like, you achieve a lifelong goal of becoming world champion and you only kind of get to show it off for 3 races. Feels like a bit shit end of the stick. So I think the world champs should definitely be last race of the year, all or nothing kind of thing, and then the whole of the next year you're world champion, instead of this whole mid-race. So then you only get a smaller amount of time to actually rock that jersey. Like, you think about it, if you're supposed to be the world champion in 2022, you should be the world champion all of 2023. Luke's only had it the first 3 races, and then there's going to be a different world champion for the rest of 2023. And I just, yeah, don't know how to feel about that. I don't know what you guys think, but I think it's a bit of a stitch up for Mr. Loic. But luckily for him, he's been world champion another 6 times, so he's probably getting tired of wearing the rainbows anyway. He probably wants to change it up and run something fresh. So don't know, that's my 2 cents anyway. Oh. You can see this, but we've got the 99999 on the e-bike, about to clock over the 1,000, and you guys are going to do it with me. Oh, we might go back that way. Actually, we've done this way. We're going to go bush. Oh, we've done an old track. Hold it together. Can we punch through here? Yes, we can. Oh, I love e-bikes. Oh, we've done it. Still on the 999. Let's get that 1,000. Oh, still on the 999. What a place to do it as well. More bridges. There's a lot of work on in out here. I really thought it was going to be not underdeveloped, but oh, we've hit the 1,000, guys. 1,000 Ks on the old e-bike. Look at that, it's a beautiful thing, beautiful thing. But yeah, there's a heap of work done out here. I was really expecting a lot less, but recommend anyone up on the Gold Coast, come check out Hinze Dam. There's not a whole lot of descending or ascending, but just kind of little punchy bits that are built really well, quite fun, flowy. Definitely would recommend an e-bike or a cross-country bike. I think would be the one. Definitely going to come back out here on the Spark and do some sessions, but e-bikes are loving it as well. Managed to find another little downhill bit. Ooh. Again, it's super flowy, like it's not super steep, super long, but It's a really fun flow. A few pedals. Trees are a little bit tight. So this trail's about 20 minutes out of the Gold Coast. You just type in Hinze Dam, go to the car park, right along the dam bank for a little bit, and then it's just at the end, pretty well signposted. It's up on trail forks and all that stuff, so you can't get too lost. Whoa. Oh yeah. This is nice as well, it's all real shaded, rainforesty, very chilled. Very nice place to ride your bicycle. That's Hinze Dam. Mountain bike trails. What an awesome spot though, I've never been up here before. The dam. It's looking very full. The weather is great. Life is good. It's nice to be home. It's like the first time since I've been home in Australia in winter. I don't feel frozen down in Victoria, which is quite nice. Talking to my parents the other day, and I think it's like a top of 8, low of like minus something, so nice to be in Queensland for winter for once. And yeah, it's perfect weather for riding your bike. So you see, you just follow this road from where we park over here, go over the dam, follow this along, literally hit the end and you see the trails. But yeah, it's good fun, epic spot. Yeah, thanks for coming along guys. I'll try to do some more of these, like when I go out riding, probably start training, get back on the downhill bike, go to Boomers a little bit. Hopefully I'll be able to go to Illawarra, ride like a proper downhill track for a bit as well. Get some good time on the bike. And yeah, bring you guys along for the ride. See you on the other side. Peace!